Hey, this is Joshua, and I'm doing a new video. This one is on another creepypasta, the GTA theory. This one takes place on Grand Theft Auto 4, and I'll be reading this word for word. It starts off, well, Grand Theft Auto 4, as you probably know, is very popular sandbox third-person shooter in the game. You play as a Niko Bellic, an illegal immigrant who travels to the USA from an unnamed Eastern European country. The game itself is normally. The game takes place on a series of islands that are seemingly in the middle of the ocean. You know that it's in the US, but you can't travel anywhere outside of the Liberty City and Algeria, the two in-game cities. If you try to leave, you die. You can also see that there are no other land masses outside the city. This is odd, as the game maintains not only that you are playing in the USA, but also that the city is able to function, as well as its real-life counterpart, New York City. The second weird part is that you cannot die. Whenever your character would die, he respawns at a hospital. You can jump in front of a car, you can fall off a skyscraper, or you can get shot in the face. But your character cannot die. Also, whenever you get arrested by the police, you get released after they accept the bribe and take your guns. Even if you kill 50 police officers, you go on a shooting spree, and blow up a bus, you cannot go to prison. This is especially odd when one considers that there's a prison right there in the game. The third odd part of the game is the background and role of the main character. Niko's backstory is revealed in parts throughout the game. He came from an unnamed country, presumably in former Yugoslavia. His country was torn apart by a civil war, and he ended up committing various implied atrocities. When he meets one of his old enemies, Darkov, near the end of the game, Niko has an option to exact his vengeance and kill him or let him live. Darkov was the one who brought the civil war to Niko's village and orchestrated a mass murder that killed Niko's friends, encouraging him to join the fighting and perform unspeakable acts himself. All through the game, the players get the impression that Niko's only trying to be a nice guy. He just wants to help his cousin Roman, but then ends up the victim in a long series of events that turns him into a criminal and a hitman. When he got off of the Platypus, the ship that took him to Liberty City, he was looking for a new beginning and the American dream. However, Niko endures a long series of tumultuous events, and ultimately the loss of the game's end of either Roman or Niko's prospective love interest, Kate, according to the player's actions in the game. It all seems so horrible for Niko, but he does not deserve it. After his past life of murder and violence, he can't leave, he can't die. However, the game events, Niko must live for all eternity in Liberty City, because Niko never actually arrived in Liberty City. The platypus never reached its destination because Niko's in hell.